Yes.
And you are a musician. You do many things. We could probably talk 10 minutes about all the things you do because you're a busy guy. But I wanted to give you a chance to talk briefly about what brings you here today. I know you were in Nashville recently, had the time of your life. You were excited to be there, maybe a little nervous. You put it all together and had a wonderful time.
I was in Nashville about 2 or 3 weeks ago here, and I went down and I played at all the open mic nights, the kind of the big ones, if you will. I was at the world famous Bluebird Cafe. I was at Douglas Corner Cafe. A lot of big names have played at those, including Garth Brooks. And I was also at the Commodore Grill, and there's a place called Jed Sports Bar, which is kind of an up-and-coming open mic night there, and literally had the best week of my life.
That's wonderful to hear. It certainly looked like you did, and I'll tell you what, I mean, that has to be both a wonderful opportunity, but maybe even a little intimidating, right, to be in Nashville. I mean, that's the music scene there, right?
Yes, it's literally Music City, USA. And it can certainly be a bit intimidating down there, especially if you're, let's say, number 40 on the list, and you've got these pro and semi-pro writers that they may have written songs that have actually charted on the charts.
No question. Now, what you wanted to do was bring a similar, kind of experience or a night or a concept here.
Yes, there are some there are some things that I'd kind of like to take from down in Nashville and bring up here, and one of those would be I really like their style of open mic nights that they have. And so I talked with Mike over at McSober's in Coldwater, and what we talked about doing here is on the second Thursday of every month, we were talking about having a featured writers round starting at 6:30, and then we would open it up to anybody in the area. We would accept both original songs, and we'd also accept cover songs. And kind of the way that they do it down there, that we're going to try up here, is you sign up and then you get put into what's called a round, and it's usually consisting of 2 to 4 musicians, and each one gets to do a song, and then if there's time, you kind of go through the line and you get to do another song.
And you were saying too, you think this is going to be a big success because we love live music around here. It's always done well.
Yeah, this is one of the best live local music scenes I think that is anywhere. And I'm really hoping to kind of tap into that. We've just done some kind of modest advertising on Facebook already, just in the past week, and we've received a lot of people that have expressed interest in coming. Some can't come to the first one, but I was just talking to a songwriter last night, and he's real excited. He thinks he'll be there at the one in July. Like I said, a second Thursday of every month. And so yeah, we're hoping that it really takes off here. It's a good area for it.
No question. Now, you are going to play for us today. I wanted to ask, will this be one of your own compositions? Can you tell us about what you're going to play?
Sure. A couple months back, I wrote a couple songs, and then I went down to the open mic nights there. And like I said, we will certainly be willing to let anybody up that plays a cover song. And I also wanted to mention that this is a family-friendly event. Some might think of McSober's as it's a bar and you have to be 21, and that's true on Friday and Saturday nights, but it's a restaurant when it comes to Monday through Friday. And we're going to run this event, like I said, from 6:30 to probably about 9 o'clock. And so I've sent out invites to like the local band director, Chuck Sellers, and some others to share with the high school, even the junior high. And so if you have a cover song you want to come and play, that's great. If you have an original song, we would love for you to come and play that. And I thought I'd play one of my own here today to show you that kind of it's not necessarily like the #1 hit type, but if you've written something, you've put your heart and soul into it, that's really what music's all about. And we expect that there will be a very warm and welcoming audience there that will be very supportive of you. And I also wanted to mention, to help kind of make it easier on the performers, a performer is allowed to request that it not be audio or videotaped for their song. And the audience will have to honor that, because some people might be a little embarrassed or afraid that, the video's going to be on Facebook and everybody's gonna see it, and that just makes me nervous. And we want it to be warm and welcoming and friendly. So.
All right, George, let's get into the song that you're going to play. This is George Morris going to play for us live in the studio.
All right. This one here is called The Little Things. Well, my grandpa taught me all I need to know about life listen up and take to heart these words I'm gonna say. He said the good Lord put us down here for just a little while, so appreciate all the little things and you just can't help but smile. Like your favorite song on the radio, an old friend calls to say hello. You gotta stop and appreciate all the little things. Like a mother's touch and a baby's smile. It's the little things that make life worthwhile. A hot dog at a baseball game, a cold beer on a Saturday, a first ride without training wheels, and just how good the sunshine feels. You gotta stop and appreciate all the little things life brings. And remember when you say your prayers to thank God for the little things. Grandpa said to appreciate the beauty in all things, like sleeping in on a Saturday, a cup of coffee to start your day, feel the grass between your toes, take some time to smell the roses. You gotta stop and appreciate all the little things. Like a mother's touch and a baby's smile. It's the little things that make life worthwhile. A hot dog at a baseball game, a cold beer on a Saturday, a first ride without training wheels, and just how good the sunshine feels. You gotta stop and appreciate all the little things life brings. And remember when you say your prayers, thank God for the little things. Grandpa's words of wisdom make more sense every day, 'cause the little things are the only things that matter anyway. Like a mother's touch and a baby's smile. It's the little things that make life worthwhile. A hot dog at a baseball game, a cold beer on a Saturday, a first ride without training wheels, and just how good the sunshine feels. You gotta stop and appreciate all the little things life brings. And remember when you say your prayers to thank God for the little things.
Oh, well, you did great stuff. Thanks so much. And when did you write that song?
I wrote that about a couple of months ago.
And what was in your mind that made you write that song? Were you thinking back on your grandpa? Were you remembering your dad? I mean, what brought that out?
Well, you know, kind of what I was thinking here is it's so easy to lose sight of the beauty of life. You know, I mean, you walk outside of work, you could be thinking about how cruddy your day was, or you can enjoy the sunshine. And as I'm driving down the road to come to the studio, you know, I could smell the spring in bloom. And it's just, you know, you got to stop and appreciate those little things. And, you know, I kind of thinking, well, maybe by the power of music, maybe I could help people remember to appreciate those things.
That's good. And you know, such a good point, too, Joe, to stop and appreciate it. How many weeks have you had where it's Monday, and then the next thing you know, it's Friday already? I mean, you just get so wound up in things that you don't, you know, stop and appreciate what there is to do along the way.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, great to have you, George. Good luck with everything. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Again, it is the second Thursday of every month over at McSober's. The professional and semi-pro round starts at 6:30. Sign up is at 6:15, and the open mic portion begins at 7. And we'd love to have you out. If you have any questions, you can check out the Erastus Facebook page. That's ERASTUS. And thank you for your time.
All right, stay tuned for an update from the Ohio News Network.